And we back, yow.
I never get tired of
All
that. Right.
right, man, we here for another episode of What's Good, Bro podcast.
Yes,
We got
sir.
a partial crew in this joint. We got Sonny in the building,
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Dre in the building.
Hello, everybody.
Tweezy Chain is out in the world being the father, so we gotta respect that.
Yeah, man.
Hey, he's taking care of his responsibility.
Yo, he got mouths to feed, so we gotta respect that, man. And Coach K in this joint, man. Another
Can't
day,
forget
another
about you.
episode. Of course,
Can't
yo.
forget about you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, yo. All right, man. It's been a long week. I feel like.
Yeah, it dragged a little bit.
It
It's
definitely
been a long
dragged.
time since we really seen each other. We haven't seen each other since what, the first week of January.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, the
It's
beginning of the
almost
year.
The last week of January.
Shit,
It is the last week of January.
moving already, yo. Already. I mean, let's just get into that right quick. How y'all feel about the first month of the new year?
Oh, it's been eventful, man. 2020 part 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Basically.
really weird. I feel like COVID has misconstrued our conception of time. Because like it's been a whole month, but it don't feel like that at all. It's
Big
It's a
facts.
new year. It don't feel like it at all.
You know what?
Yeah.
Were we like kind of like ignorant and kind of like maybe arrogant a little bit? Because we like, oh man, I can't wait until 2020's over and COVID just sitting here like y'all know y'all didn't like stop me, right? Like,
So you know it's
I'm
not
still
over
here.
yet, yo.
Well,
Right.
yeah, I think it
I'm
changed
still
like
here.
the finish line. It used to be like, all right, we can't wait till 2020 over. 2020 bullshit. Now it's just like we can't wait till COVID over.
Man.
So it went
Yeah.
from it being like a time to be over to like a moment of or something that's like a moment has to end before we can really go on.
Word,
Yeah,
yo.
yo.
That's gonna be a big moment too, man.
Right,
The moment they say, everybody's open now, we good.
right.
That's gonna be a long time though.
Look,
Yeah.
this is the first week of indoor dining, and people was already turning up. Like indoor dining started back up Saturday,
Yeah,
and it was flyers out Friday night. Like, yo, brunch is back.
yeah. Shoot, yeah. I seen some spots open, some bars, everything. Yo,
Yeah.
we open, yo. Come get these drinks, dog.
Like, please, yo, please come get
We
these.
got all the flavors.
Right.
We got
Every-
these lavish sales to
And
come.
like shit, we can make anything you need, yo. Just come through.
Right, man.
Hey, yo, man. So how y'all been otherwise, man? Let's do a little check in, man.
You
The-
want to start?
You can go ahead.
All right. Yeah, man. I'm just coming from PA. Went out there to go, go tubing with the old lady. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
One of the few things that's COVID safe. Like tubing's not the same as when I was like little. Like when you're 10 years old or you're like 9, it like tubing's lit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we went up there. I think we went like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, I'm over this shit. Like,
Were y'all drinking?
huh?
Were y'all drinking?
No, we did that shit sober.
You might have to cut a
Yikes,
couple
yeah.
drinks next time, yo.
Right, yo.
Spice
And it
it
was
up a little
like the way we hyped it up, it was like, oh yeah, we going at nighttime, so I'm thinking it's gonna be even better.
Yeah.
And I'm just it's the same.
It was
snow.
just y'all two.
Huh?
It was just y'all two.
We went up there with some of her friends, but it was still the same slide.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we weren't lit, we weren't talking shit. We kind of just like went up.
Oh
up the-
no!
Shit, we.
I'm like, this is not what I imagined it to be. Like,
Oh man.
cause that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it wasn't like a crazy steep thing. It's like, with tubing, it's not really going to be.
Nah, yeah, it's gotta be safe for children too, so it's not gonna
True.
be nothing crazy.
Yeah,
It's
but they
not
had like a
point.
little kiddie area too. So I was upset because they wouldn't even let you go forward. They don't let you go forward
Yeah.
at this one. I was like, so I got to sit down. You got to scoop me, and then I get to go down. Like,
That's it. that's the
Yay.
fun right there, yo.
I'm like, dog, this is some bullshit.
bullshit.
I can't even do. I can't even go down my way.
Yeah, I pay for all this. I got some good
If I
hills
want
at
a
home.
If I want a Superman, my big ass should be able to Superman.
Big facts. That's funny.
Yeah, you next time you go, you got to get on them skis, man. That's the next level.
I don't know.
Yeah, but so you
Yeah,
can have
use
all
what
that.
I had a snowboard. I had a snowboard thing. I tried to snowboard one time. It wasn't that good, man. Like, cause if you don't get your balance, like depending on what type of trail you on, it's like you can run into something.
Big
Oh,
time,
yeah,
yo.
you can- I mean, when I used to ski, like probably like once a year, My method to stopping was falling.
big facts.
It didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would when you crash. Like when you do it on the snow, like even when you stop and fall, it don't hurt that bad.
Yeah.
It don't hurt that
Until the
bad.
next day, yo. Shit.
No. It don't hurt. As long as you not like the last time I went, it was like raining, so it
damn.
was just ice.
Yes.
And that's how I was like, nah,
I
I'm
ain't
done
out.
with this. I called it a night real early. It's like,
Hell,
nah.
Real quick, yeah. I've been skiing like 2 years ago. Nah, I'm good, yo. The snow is not made for me. Skiing, snowboarding, I stick with the tubing. Like,
So the trick I found when you go skiing, you gotta go like at the end of the winter when it's actually warm. If you go like when it's cold
yo,
and the shit turn to ice overnight, nah, it's not fun.
that time I was just tumbling like the whole time. Dog, that shit was so embarrassing. I could have broke my ankle or some shit, though.
I only did it because it looked cool on a video game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I don't want to do no skiing stuff. Like that's for that. I have never been interested in skiing. I was like snowboarding. Now see now that looked kind of cool for real. And I did it. I was just like no, this ain't for me.
Like,
Man.
oh, that shit look easy, man. I don't need no lessons. I don't need nothing. I'm just gonna
Just
hop
stand
on the
there.
slopes, yo.
Stand there,
Boy,
look cool.
did I take my ass back to go get some lessons, yo? Like, nah, I can't.
Yeah,
That's why I said skis because I'm still on my 2 feet. I got a little bit more control.
Nope.
Snowboarding is just like that's your whole core. If
Yeah.
you got no strong core.
That's it,
It's a
yo.
wrap.
That's it.
I
yo.
thought they like nah. When you play a video game and you working your thumbs, you think they just standing there looking cool, yo, going down. Thing. Nah.
Everything is like your hips. If you ain't, yeah.
I'm thinking like, yeah, I ain't even doing no tricks off the slopes and stuff. I'm just going straight down. That was trash. So like, what other COVID safe activities like have you guys been doing? Like that's why I wanted to
Staying at home.
just staying at home.
I tried to go to a DC brunch and it was just the food was good, but it wasn't the vibe.
Yeah,
So
the vibe ain't
I
gonna be
don't
the
know.
same.
I'm kind of done trying to find activities to do. Like I think I went bowling once or twice, but
Yeah, I see a lot of people doing. But if you not bowling, I feel like if you bowl, it felt like the same when you go down when you're doing the tubing. If you're doing tubing and it was kind of like me and my girl going up for the most part, just us, and we weren't really talking
Nah,
shit
yeah.
enough.
You're right.
It's kind of like we're just going. Like, you done?
Mhm.
You ready yet? And then it's the same thing with bowling. It's like if you don't got a group of people and y'all not like at least jawing off and stuff,
Yeah.
like it's not
yeah,
fun.
you got to talk.
Yeah, you gotta make your own fun out of those situations.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
I'm trying to think if I've done anything. Everything has been in the house. I haven't been out
Yeah.
pretty
No
much at all
TikToks?
during the school.
Y'all
Nah,
on TikTok?
nah.
The only reason I had TikTok on my phone was because I have siblings, and I've hence deleted it because
He been watching the Busted Challenge for real.
I don't need look.
Nah, the
He
busted,
said, I don't need it.
I don't need some Twitter for it. But
True.
the busted challenge, man. The only time that is even entertaining is like when that Kirk Franklin joint, like when they
you
just
said
when they
that's
get
the only
you.
time it was entertaining.
Man, most of them they
Okay,
they
you,
they bluff
your
you
girl
up.
listen to this podcast, so you behaving.
Huh?
It was entertaining. I've seen very few that was not entertaining.
Yeah.
I've seen very few that was not entertaining.
Hey
It's
man.
okay. You answering the questions the right way.
Oh man.
I didn't see the point of the busted challenge. I don't
Where did it come
I
from?
don't get it.
But since it's
What's
here,
the hype about?
it was a couple good ones.
Yeah, it's a lot of them was good.
I said I enjoyed myself.
Look, these girls ain't really had the chance to.
Yeah.
They've been busted off COVID, so they finally had a chance to bust it out.
Get all dolled up and
Yeah,
Drop it low a couple
hilarious.
it was
What's
so-
that other joint? That other TikTok challenge where you moving like a damn where you just pop up at different places.
Yeah.
What is that challenge called?
I don't know, but the kids are having a lot of fun.
Yeah,
What dances? I don't even know.
Yeah, it's like
I don't know.
Nobody saw that.
I don't really understand TikTok.
I'm
at
not
all.
even gonna motion it because I'm gonna look ridiculous. But
Yeah.
It's-
We understand.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
as much as y'all gonna get.
Right.
Yeah,
yo.
that was plenty.
So yeah, people with TikTok and doing the COVID.
Oh
COVID-19.
man. Yo.
Yeah.
What's another big thing? Well, not really big thing, but I do want to just touch on it while we got a little time. Bernie Sanders, man, and all the memes, yo.
Oh. Yeah.
Those have been very pleasant, yo. I was rolling. He got baptized. He was praying with the Muslims.
Get somebody in the arm lock.
Yo. Why they do that to that man?
Someone did a Where's Waldo with Bernie. So you had the Where's Bernie in the picture.
He was straight up chilling inauguration.
Yo, with the mittens. He didn't have gloves. He had mittens.
Look, he from Vermont. He know how to handle the cold. My black ass wouldn't have been there. I don't care who's going.
Did he have like a pull-out chair? Did he have like the little cookout pull-out chair?
He brought his own shit.
It looked like he brought his own
All
chair.
his own shit.
This nigga had a fold-out chair. He had the spade chair. Like,
I'm only here because I have to be, yo.
That's how you know you old as shit. I'm here to support. I'm not here for anybody else.
That's it, yo. It should have been me, man.
This bullshit gonna be over.
It should have been me.
I'm missing my nap.
Like, what time is it?
Yeah, it looked like he was really going straight from the inauguration to a nap.
Hey, he's an old man, yo. And I'm sure
He
that
is
was a lot.
He's elderly.
Sure
But so is our president.
Yeah, congratulations to him, yo, because he been trying a whole lot, a whole lot, and
Yeah, they've been pumping his old ass with Adderall so he can speak in front of these people.
Oh my God.
Look, ain't no way that his old ass. He was fumbling the last 5 years that we seen him, and now all of a sudden he can speak clearly.
hey man, he made it,
They
yo.
are keeping him
He
like
made it.
functional, bro.
Got to, yo.
Because like for his age, how old is he? He close to 80,
He
right?
almost 80. He like 77.
Yeah, like 77, 78 or something. Like for 77, 78, you know, Barack done put him on with his tailor, you know, so he look clean out there.
Nice little jog to him, nice little bop to him.
Like, you looking good for late 70s.
Yeah, real shit though, real shit.
Yeah.
So definitely interested to see how that's gonna go. And
Hey man, just hold tight for 4 years, then you can retire,
I mean,
man.
he don't even have to hold tight.
I'm about to say
Kamala's behind him,
exactly.
so,
Yo,
you know,
he do what he gotta do.
you know,
though.
let his body handle his body the way it need to handle. If it's good, let it be good. If it's bad, you know, we got reinforcement.
Yeah, we got strong backup. We got a real strong backup, yo.
Reinforcement.
Next man up in this world,
Exactly. Or woman. you
Oh
know.
my
Yeah.
gosh.
Same. Oh man, so yeah, that was definitely good to see, man. Shout out to Kamala Harris, our first female black.
I'm so glad she didn't wear pink nor green.
Oh
Yeah,
my God. Yeah, but they were still acting up.
Oh yeah,
Still acting up on. Oh
well
my
deserved.
God.
It
Well
was
deserved.
what was it was pearls and chucks everywhere. I'm like, y'all not even in this organization, but okay.
Yo, it was a moment, yo.
It's cute.
Yeah, the AKAs was heavy on the timeline.
If you were a black woman, you know what, it was your time to actually celebrate, turn up for real.
Mm-hmm.
So it was definitely some funny moments, but it was good to see.
Yeah.
You know, let them have that moment.
Definitely,
Speaking of good to see, Michelle Obama.
it's great to see.
They look royal. I
do.
said that's
Yeah.
presidential. They look royal when they walked
do,
in
bro.
there.
They do. They own style for real, man. They be killing it.
They made so
They
many
be killing it.
memes. So they made a meme about this inauguration and then the Trump inauguration. She had on the same colorway.
Oh dang!
It was like she wasn't having it at the Trump joint. She was like, "Oh, I'm just here so I don't get fined."
right.
She had this goofy look on her face when she was giving Melania
Melania.
Whatever her name is.
Melania her gift. She was like, "What the fuck? You know it's supposed to be
You
here.
say good luck,
Good luck."
good luck and good riddance. She
Right.
about to
But
divorce.
she
that
came
man.
out here looking like a Marvel superhero with that utility belt. Nah,
Oh yeah.
I was like, "Oh, Michelle was flawless." And
Oh,
before
man.
we move on from the inauguration, the youth poet laureate,
Oh,
whatever, the young woman that gave her little speech or
Yeah,
poem,
that was
whatever it
powerful.
amazing. I think that was the highlight of the inauguration for me.
Definitely. And it's crazy because when I was watching the inauguration, when I turned it on, like that was the first thing I seen. I was like, wow, yo, she really had some great words, man. It was good to see how much shine she got afterwards too. It
Everybody
just
was like giving her hugs
Yeah.
and dapping her up.
She was like,
and
"Did
she
you-"
was like, mask, COVID.
she was like, oh, you gonna run for president? I haven't said it, but I think she could handle it.
Look, if Donald Trump can be president, they can ask anybody.
Man,
anything's
what
possible,
exactly?
yo.
Anything is possible. Everybody needs to understand that, man. If Donald Trump showed us one thing, man, it's anything is possible.
If you're
Especially
white.
if you're white.
Especially if you're white.
Well, yeah.
Especially if you're white. But
Yeah,
And
man.
have access to money somehow.
I mean, it's all a great finesse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But if there's a will, there's a way. What else happened? Anything?
Yeah, man. The last note that made me realize how bad I need like a good Pico game. Because I felt like everybody.
Like I'm not prepared for my formal winter wear. Like,
yeah, I mean,
yo,
Pico be holding it down, yo. That's like the best winter jacket.
It was like every dude there was trying to stunt on the next dude with that Pico.
That's made Bernie Sanders meme so much better. He had his regular winter coat on. He was like, I'm not just a
nigga had a bubble jacket on, the basic mask, some $2 gloves, yo.
It's like
comfortable
as hell.
It's like y'all tripping.
Yo,
got a dang extra 2X North Face with mittens.
Some khakis on,
some Dockers, some Skechers.
I'm not breaking character. I'm sitting here with my legs crossed.
I'm here for the people.
Comfortable
for the people, man. Feel the burn, yo.
Yeah, man.
Feel the burn, yo.
What else we got going on? We can, I guess, go into some sports real quick. The Nets finally made that deal.
Yeah.
Harden.
They finally got a win. Too.
Did they?
Yeah.
Because I know they lost to the Cavs twice.
Yeah, they beat Miami. I think they beat Miami.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, they you could tell they the type of team that once they get their chemistry right, then they're gonna win when they want to.
Yeah, but they gotta get that chemistry right though.
My only thing is they gotta learn how to play defense. When they traded Harden, they traded their best defenders. So it's like,
but we knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I
didn't think that they was gonna let the Cavs, who's the worst offensive team in the league, score 150 points.
Yeah, it made Colin Sexton look like an all-star.
Which he's a decent talent. I've seen him since he was in high school.
He's a really good talent. Colin Sexton is a really good talent, but he's just like he shouldn't have did that. Like what he
shouldn't have been able to do that. But who's the best defender on their team?
KD.
Right.
Exactly. And then when he hit the game winner, another biggest flaw. Overtime in NBA is only 5 minutes. He scored 15 points in one overtime.
He's like one of those dudes. Like if he's cold, he's cold. If he's feeling it, he can drop. He drop a lot of points on you. Here's my thing. I'm worried about it because I want the Nets to be successful, but I have a feeling they're a better team with James Harden and KD as opposed to all three of them together. That's what I'm starting to get a vibe of. I'm like, they might just be good.
Because when Harden first came there,
it
was him and KD, and it was
unstoppable.
Like, they just traded back and forth. Like, all right, my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn.
Oh, that I think they got what, a 40 piece a piece, or James
really
got.
Well, James had like 30 something. He had triple double.
He had triple double with 30 points.
Yeah.
And then KD had 42 or something.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
And I want to apologize to Kevin Durant. I doubted that he would be coming back full force. He's averaging like 30.
Durantula, yo.
He's averaging 30, shooting like 55% from the field, like 50% from the three-point line.
Yeah, I think that's what even Stephen A. talked about it. He's like, he's not a high flyer. He's not one of these dudes who has to be lightning fast. He's 7 feet tall, damn near 7 feet tall, can shoot, can dribble like a guard.
All he gotta do is pull up, yo.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. He don't have to jump that high to dunk.
That's it.
Like, he doesn't have to rely on that.
Just pull up.
And then to play defense, yeah, you have to slide your feet, but he can also bring his arms from east to west to stop you. So it's
the Nets, with their coach is Steve Nash, the assistant coach is Mike D'Antoni, so you know they're not playing no damn defense.
Right. I mean, yeah, but how they gonna get that offense running on all cylinders with three people who like to dribble?
Trade Kyrie.
Huh?
Trade Kyrie.
Early.
I don't know who.
I love Kyrie.
I don't know who would want him.
I think Kyrie and Westbrook are two of the kind of the same animal. Like they're very great talents, but it's hard to build a championship around their personalities. You know, like Westbrook.
Yeah, in two different ways though. Like Kyrie's not a good
team player,
teammate, and Westbrook's a good teammate. He's just Kyrie's more talented, but he's a bad teammate. Westbrook is a good teammate. He's not as talented.
I think Westbrook is a good teammate, and he's very athletic. He's very athletic.
He's very gifted. But Kyrie just has something that you can't.
Like he has effortless basketball skill. Yeah. Like you could tell when he picked up the basketball as a baby, it was nothing to him.
Kyrie has God-given basketball skill.
Right.
Westbrook worked for everything that he has.
Westbrook has God-given athleticism. Yeah. Like, yeah, but when it came to basketball, he's still working on a shot. To this day, like, you know.
To this day.
Yeah, free throws, jump shots. The one thing he's mastered is getting to the rim.
Yeah, and that's really.
And then hustling.
Yeah.
And then hustling for rebound. But, even getting to the rim, if you don't have a handle and you don't have any athleticism, you can't get to the rim. It's like you want to have a body in front of you, so that is a skill. But, yeah. No, I think they're kind of the same type of player in the sense that you can't build a championship around them. They're talented. They're great to watch. But you can't build around them.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of highlights. But
big time.
If either one of them are leading your team, you're not going to get too far.
I think if you trade Kyrie for 2 elite defenders and a first-round pick from a lower-tier team, you got a championship. You got a dynasty right there.
Yeah, I can't even think of who would even want Kyrie.
If you take
it's like some bad teams that would want Curry, like the Magic. But
there's a bunch of. I think there's a bunch of bad teams with no offensive players, but great defenders. Like if all you have to do is like, look, we got these 2 defenders on our team. Like they hustle, they can't shoot too well, but they could be a starter on a team with 2 superstars as like the main defender or the anchor of our defense. You trade Kyrie over there.
Yeah.
And then because you're getting Kyrie, you're going to give up a first round. Oh, yeah, we're getting Kyrie. We're going to sell tickets. You're going to sell tickets if you have Kyrie there. So, that might be
interesting to see who's going to play the third role because we know KD's number 1. I don't know how Kyrie and Harden are going to battle out for number 2.
I think the time of big threes is over. Like, big threes aren't going to work. I think it's dynamic duos from here on out. Like, you got 1-2 punch.
I mean, that's all you really need is the 1-2 punch.
Well, even if you got to think about when the big threes, I guess Chris Bosh was a big piece, but
exactly, it's always been a 2-piece and a one.
Don't disrespect Bosh like that. Don't disrespect Bosh. Don't disrespect Love like that because they were both. Let me explain. Do you know Love's numbers before he went to the Cavs? You know what he was putting up 20 and 20.
It's easy to do that when you're the only option on the team.
Yeah.
And Bosh was putting up the six.
It's easy to do that when you're the only option on the team.
All-star.
They were all-star, but they was humble enough to put themselves in a role position.
Exactly. So
and definitely that's not going to happen in Brooklyn.
Because they were on bad teams, they looked better than they were. So we assume that they were. They still got to
play. They still got to play everybody in the league though.
They're gonna be better because they were surrounded by better players.
Well, no. Well, here's the thing: you still got to drop the amount of points on the opposing.
Yeah,
teams,
they still showed up and did their job.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Chris Bosh wasn't a beast. Kevin Love, they weren't beasts. Kevin Love was a big man who could.
Jermaine O'Neal was a beast, but we're not going to consider him like.
Jermaine
all right, leave Jermaine O'Neal out of this.
I'm just saying, he was an all-star.
How many times?
Chill, son.
Chris Bosh an all-star before he went to the Heat. Maybe twice.
That's
maybe
inaccurate.
Twice.
That's inaccurate. Way more.
Maybe twice.
When he was with the Raptors and their star player with the Toronto Raptors, I don't know when he didn't make it.
At least his first 3 years.
We'll double back to that. I'll put that on the story.
Okay, so we'll bring the facts out on the gram.
Talking to big threes, like the Warriors' big three, Draymond wasn't really a big three.
You're right.
It's usually the successful big three is 2 stars and the okay.
And a role player, and a solid role player that's going to get dirty and at least get boards.
But yeah, I would say, and we just going to differ on this. I think it's 3 all-stars, but I think the third ranked all-star is just like, all right, I'm going to go fall back and be a role player because they're definitely all-stars. They made the all-star team. It's like Ray Allen got older. And he got older, and he was like, look, I'm going to just be the 3-point specialist, the 3-and-D guy on the Celtics squad. And you got KG, you got Paul Pierce. They're going to be the main superstars on this team. And
that's what it's like. I think when you're in that position, you got to just humble yourself. Like, all right, I'm on a team with LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. So, all right, clearly I'm going to be that third person. But then when you got KD, Harden, and Kyrie, who really
the only person that will humble himself would be KD, and you can't humble yourself as a number one.
Exactly, yo.
You can't do that if you're the best player. You the best player, yo.
I mean, it should be Kyrie to humble himself because James Harden at least has won an MVP.
True.
And he's led the league in scoring. He's led the league in assists.
And Kyrie's the point guard. It's like you're supposed to be the facilitator of the team. Like
James Harden's more of a point guard than Kyrie is.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate.
And I think Kyrie has too much of that Kobe in him, to whereas he wanted to be so much like him, to whereas he's not going to take that. And Kobe, and take it from Kobe. Kobe refused to be that guy.
Yeah. And we can say all that, but still Kobe was behind Eddie Jones his first 2 years in the league. So
he muscled Jones out.
He did, but he muscled him out. But he accepted his role when he had to.
Yeah.
His role, it was a different time, and his role was what it was. But he was gunning for him the whole time. Yeah. He was gunning for it. He's like,
yeah. They ain't saying that you can't, strive to be in that position, but you gotta know your role and play it.
Yeah. They might need to trade Kyrie. They might need to trade him because he's definitely not going to do that.
We shall see.
Yeah.
The NBA is going to be a good season for
real. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
What's also weird is they only have half of their season planned out.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna make it through the whole season.
Well, they already said there's no All-Star weekend, which sorry, OnlyFans girls. That would have been y'all big come up for the year.
Hell yeah!
But that's canceled.
That would be like
they honestly. I want them to go back into the bubble because
so they said there's no All-Star weekend, so there's not even gonna be a contest.
Apparently not.
Wow.
Yeah, I think the bubble is a great idea.
I think they need to go back to the bubble. Because this is what I didn't like about the NFL this year is so much COVID stuff that is a lot of games where the best players wasn't playing.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing's happening in the NBA where it's there's players that they're not playing for weeks.
Yeah, are the Grizzlies playing at all? I feel like it was one team that decided not to play like at all.
I know Toronto, they're playing in Tampa for the year.
Damn, Canada said you don't bring nobody over here for some NBA games. Y'all tripping.
I mean, and they not wrong.
They not though.
All these players is catching this like
not. They're definitely not. And little side note, or big side note, kind of. Have y'all heard about a new strain of COVID?
Yes.
Yeah. It's mutated already.
Yeah,
and apparently it's more deadly than the
first
one. But I don't know if the vaccine is supposed to take care of that.
They said it was supposed to. It's supposed to.
I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna let y'all handle that. While like this new strain, old strain, all the strains.
Big facts.
Once all the strains are figured out, and then you have enough people take the vaccine, then all right, we can go into negotiations whether I'm gonna take it or not.
I've come to the conclusion. I talked to my mom about it. She said my grandmother has qualified to get it, so she's gonna take it. And then once my mom's a teacher, so she'll qualify soon. And then I told her once everybody else in the house take it, I'll take it. I'll be the last.
I'll go ahead and get that. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, man. They really setting up teachers too, man. To all the teachers out there, yo, we love y'all, yo. Yeah, yo, we appreciate what y'all doing.
Yeah,
it's a fucked up system.
Yeah, it's crazy. It not just in the state because Joe Biden has said that one of his top goals is to get kids back in school. Within his first 100 days, which is dangerous.
Very dangerous, y'all.
I mean, it's like even when you're talking to teachers, it's just almost like they have you need to see improvement in the in that stuff like with the virus and stuff in order for it to be safe. I talked to my girl about it because she teaches kindergartners, and I'm like, well, kindergartners aren't going to have any control over like what they do. Like they're not going to have any couth, so they're not going to be like, oh, they're not going to wash their hands as much as they want to.
I mean, make sure my mask up.
Yeah, and honestly, I think the school system's failed. It's almost really been a year where instead of them trying to find a way to provide good education alternatively, they're just like, oh, we're going to wait until we get back into schools. Until then, y'all just do Zoom meetings, and that's not helpful for the teachers or the students.
It's about safety at this point.
Yeah.
Because there's cons to both. There's pros and cons.
Yeah, it is about safety, but also like they just passing these kids without any actual teaching. Like last year, my mom's a teacher, my aunt's a teacher. They weren't allowed to fail kids that weren't doing the work.
Yeah.
So a lot of kids went to the next grade and did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
What grade is that? What grade?
That's elementary school.
And that's how you have, you know, you got kids in high school reading at a second grade level. You know, because
that's how you get adults that can't read.
Facts.
But it's sick, man.
Hey man, yeah, teachers, yo, be safe. I know they can like put in sick leave for a little bit, or
y'all like mental health days.
Big time, yo.
Y'all need an extra stimulus for real.
That's what I'm saying, yo. And what I do hope, because our president's wife is an educator, so I feel like this is a perfect opportunity within the next 4 to 8 years maybe for teachers to get some type of serious compensation for sure.
Definitely have something set up, because like it's very stressful. Like, I'm not a teacher, but like I said, my girlfriend is a teacher. Stressing out, like
steady working, and they get paid trash.
They get paid trash, and that's what with this COVID shit, they should get a nice bonus because they doing twice as much work.
Or like some type of like pay incentive. Like, okay, if we're sending you back to school during COVID, like this is like almost like, don't you know how you get paid overtime with certain?
Give me some PPE money, like up there, yo.
Yeah, you got like there needs to be something done. This is like this is not cool, especially since there has been no progress, no drop in numbers to send people back out into like the fray like that. You don't do that.
With Blue Music, we just heard about a new strain that's like more deadlier. So why we just continue
the new strain with the current strain that we have, they're not able to control people getting it.
So we just going to continue just to throw people out there.
Getting it, then they went with the first wave, quote unquote. So it's not under control for you to even say, oh, we'll put y'all in a very dangerous environment.
Yeah, this shit is weird and sick, yo.
It's terrible.
Do you think that might be their way to kind of push the vaccine early?
Definitely. I mean, it is a way, because now teachers, made it to a priority list of getting this vaccine.
Well, yeah,
and that's a lot of people right there. And what I really think it is just an excuse that since a lot of students are not like really,
they're not performing.
Yeah, they're not performing. So the numbers and the data looks like terrible, and you can't really have a school year with numbers and information looking like students ain't do nothing.
Yeah, when people that control the school system, their performance is based on the kids' performance. So if the kids aren't performing well,
more fucked up shit.
And their only thinking is it's because they're not in school. Their first thought is, oh, we'll just get them in school as soon as we can, and that should improve their performance.
And that's a lack to me. Like, you got to communicate. Like, you have to communicate with your teachers, kind of get a feel for like everything. Because if you're just listening to one side of the coin, then you're not really coming to a solution.
Oh, and that's how it's happening. It's none of these decisions are being made with teachers' thoughts or opinions in mind. It's
not at all.
Administrative people.
It's so unorganized. It don't even make sense. Like, they want the teachers to go back, but at the same time, they don't know how the children are gonna get to school. So it's like
it's dangerous enough for the teachers to go. Like, my mom goes into the school twice a week. They've had COVID outbreaks with just the teachers.
That's crazy.
So imagine you put 300, and she had a small school. Imagine you put 300, 400 kids in that building.
Yeah. I hope they reverse this, man. They still got time till they supposed to go back, and they need to make some changes for real.
Yeah, they got this. They trying to get them back before the end of the year, which is really pointless. They might as well finish this year out and work on preparing for the next school year.
Yeah, I'm gonna say at least this year or this semester. I don't know where they at in the period, but like
third marking period.
It's damn near over now, yo. Just ride the year out, and then I see y'all in August. But
yeah,
this is America.
Because I think Hogan said that they got like a billion or a couple billion to put towards the school system. So do it. So make it so that at least the schools, if you're gonna go into the schools, make it that it's safe. Like,
and make it. I would hope like during all this time in the COVID season, buildings were empty. This is a perfect time to renovate or add to it, clean them. Like it's crazy, man.
Even like the simple stuff, like we know a lot about these Baltimore City schools don't have heat or don't have air conditioning. This was the time to put that shit in the school. When
Perfect time. Perfect time. And I'm sure they got a lot of money.
Yeah, man. I'm just looking at it like, look, you have to, and this is kind of why you have to talk to different teachers. The safety protocol for high schoolers, just because they're older and more mature, would have to be different than elementary schoolers. Because if you're comparing high schoolers, they're going to want to be clean. They're privy to what's going on, so they're going to want to
That's a good point.
They're
I think, and what's weird is I think with
safe.
how they plan on, at least in Maryland, for going back to school is K through 5. So all the elementary schools supposed to go. No one in middle school is going. Then it's just freshmen and seniors in high school.
Now, why is it set up like that? Why are we using our children as the guinea pigs in this type of situation?
Because they don't give a fuck about kids. Old people run the country.
True.
Why would they care about
especially
kids?
if they're not their kids. Because it's just so disrespectful to have our children, the one that's going back to school first. Even if they're the ones they haven't had as many cases, like I guess they're not
even worried about
acceptable.
the kids because
Exactly, but it's the teachers.
They COVID run in and out of their body.
Right.
It's nothing. But you got teachers, and a lot of teachers are old. So,
I mean, I think it's different, right? So, it like I said before, there's pros and cons to both. When you talk about the development of kids and social development, that's a big deal when you're talking about
that's true.
Working from school. So it's like how they going to develop socially in front of a computer screen.
That is
really
point.
awkward because I just watched it wasn't even a good movie. What's it, Jurassic World or whatever, with the guy that they put in the Marvel movies. But anyway, they had like
a lot of guys in those movies, man.
Well, what's Star-Lord from Galaxy? He's in the new Jurassic World series or whatever. So they created a dinosaur. They like put a whole bunch of different dinosaurs into one, and it lived in a cage by itself, but it got out the cage, and he was like, this is a living creature. Like if you grow it in isolation, it doesn't know how to deal socially. So it was just like killing all the other dinosaurs just for sport. He was like, and he told the people, he doesn't know where he sits in the food chain, and now he's figuring it out. And it's not a good thing because now he knows he's the strongest thing. He's going to abuse his power. So our kids are kind of the same way. It's like you got to grow them up around other animals or kids.
Other kids.
I mean, people are animals.
We got you.
Other kids, other living beings. In order for them to realize where they fit into the system.
You ever see that Chris Rock special, the latest one, Tambourine? But he did like a remake of it.
He did the extension.
He did the extension where he had that joke like, his kids were in a private school. Like, oh yeah, we have absolutely no bullies at this school. This is a horrible school. Why don't you have bullies here? This is a horrible school.
He said bullies are part of the world.
Yo, you gonna grow up and meet a bully. You're not gonna know how to handle it. Because you're not exposed to it.
That's facts, though.
So praise for anyone that's in the education system, teachers and students. We're gonna pray for y'all.
Most definitely.
I guess we're gonna stick with sports real quick. This might be a sad topic. Lamar couldn't get it done.
Do we have to talk about this?
I think because we was giving them praise when they won, we gotta.
I don't think it was his fault. So I wouldn't say Lamar not getting it done. It was a team effort. That offensive line. I mean,
it's a beat up on offensive line.
So I just hope next year it'll be better. That's all I got.
I'm always backing my man Lamar. I'm always backing my team, the Ravens. When I looked at we were just watching some of the Packers Buccaneers game. It's not done yet. When I saw that game and I look at the Ravens, I'm just like, we got a long way to go. Yeah, we're not ready. So I'm actually pretty pleased, because there was a step taken positively in which Lamar and the Ravens won their first playoff game with him at the helm. Okay, this is where we're at. This is where we are as a team. Next year, what do we need to get better? I still think we need a number one option. And wide receiver. Tight end core, we're good. Andrews just, be more clutch. His skill level's already at a certain point. He just has to do it in the biggest moments. And I think Lamar just keep working on his arm. He just needs to keep working on his arm. I was defending it. I was just like, yeah, he's this type of quarterback. But then I'm starting to see like there were some throws that like you'll see Brown or you'll see another receiver get away. Okay, we need to work on making those throws next year. Yeah. But I'm not. I was disappointed, but I wasn't like. I'm like, where we're supposed to be. Like next year, we're gonna go deep in the playoffs. Now it's deep playoff run, then bust.
Yeah, I think with Lamar, I think his early success is going to hurt. It's going to tarnish the early part of his legacy because he as far as wins for his first year and a half,
came out hot.
Came out hot.
His win-loss record is crazy.
Came out really hot. But I think the offense has to evolve into something else. We're too predictable. Once you're able, for the defense, if they only have to make 2 reads, it's easy for them to defend.
Like, read options aren't killing teams as much as they used to. Like, Lamar this year had to improvise more. He had to improvise so much more. I'm like, we got lucky because he's fast as hell. Like
even against the Titans, like his big run is like, he didn't. That wasn't because of a scheme. It's because he has an undeniable talent and he utilized it for that play.
He's just like he's the best at escaping and using his legs. He's the best quarterback at escaping from the pocket. He can bounce off of somebody, almost mess up the play, and then run for 20 yards.
Yeah, he is definitely a highlight.
And in football, you can't rely on that type of stuff. You have to have an actual scheme to get your team to win the game. I think our offense doesn't have a scheme that's suitable to win in the playoffs.
I think that's just like that. That's really that's nothing but getting on the field, getting in the gym, and just work. Like that is just like when you see Rodgers versus Brady. What you do, you see them make quick decisions, go to an effective check down, making a quick throws. Most of those throws weren't big throws; they were just really good decisions. And I'm like, Lamar needs to make decisions faster.
Well, and it's not really Lamar. That's the way the offense is set up. It's like, all right, we're going to – this read option is where you pretty much react to the defense, and then from there you go forward, where it's really a freestyle offense versus with Brady, Breeze. When they're throwing them screen passes, it's designed for that to happen. Or even like watching the Alabama and Ohio State college football games, like, they're running these offenses to get certain people the ball, but we don't have that guy to like get the ball to and know he's going to do something. But we have to have it can't be maybe he'll hand the ball off, maybe he'll run, maybe he'll throw the ball. We have to have like set plays like, hey, this 3 steps and this is going out.
This off season, man, like is the reason why I put it kind of centered. It's all centered around Lamar because he's our best offensive asset. That means he has to get on, I don't know if it's Zoom conferences with the offensive coordinator, the quarterback coach, just to set up times to work on his arm, do whatever, and just really like, okay, what new schemes can we add? What playbook? What check down plays? Like, what can we do to just move the chains quick? And then as a last resort, Lamar is talented enough to get out of there, but I want to see a drive where he's just working it down the field. Okay, run, play action, short pass, long pass down the field. Like, that's what we want.
Yeah, I don't want to see him running for 120 yards a game for 2 more years, or he's not going to last.
He ain't gonna last at all.
Like, and then half those runs, like 60 of those yards, like, blown play, but I'm just fast enough to make it. That's half his yards. Every game, blown play, I'm fast enough to make something out of it.
Yeah.
So, I got a hypothetical question for y'all. Supposing the Ravens have a good season next year, right? What do you think that contract gonna look like for Lamar? What is the future for? Like, you think he's gonna be like a long-term deal, like a Mahomes type of joint?
He's not. No. I don't think too many players are gonna take a 10-year deal. But in terms of money, he's gonna be the highest-paid quarterback up until the next person becomes a free agent.
Yeah.
Which I think for us is good until we have to change something, or he's going to sign a 4-year, 5-year deal, and he won't make it.
And that's the thing about Lamar's contract. You can't not pay a person who the offense is built around.
Yeah.
The offense is built like you can't The reason why is not because he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
It's because what is your offense without Lamar?
Yeah.
That's why you have to pay him.
Yep.
You have to pay him that, but also you have to get some weight off his shoulder. As a quarterback, he already has most of the offensive weight on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you have him in this dual threat where he's a quarterback and a running back, it's a lot of weight. Where if he doesn't play well, they don't win. Versus if you got Brady or Rodgers, they cannot play well, but the offense can still succeed because they have a running back that can put some yard. But when you got him doing the running back and the quarterback,
well, here's the thing: we had our running back stepped up this year. Our running back core, they did their thing this year. Like Augusta Bus and then Dobbins, they were able to overtake Ingram.
Yeah, they showed promise. I just think with our scheme, the offensive scheme of the Ravens has Lamar at running back.
RB1 and
he's RB1, QB1 pretty much. Where it's like, all right, you putting too much pressure on one person.
Mm-hmm.
Even like Brady and them don't have that pressure. It's like, all right, or like you said, you do like a quick screen where it's like, all right, the playmaking is not on the quarterback. The playmaking is on the receiver.
I feel like if he didn't lead us in rushing, which I think J.K. or Gus did this year,
it's too close.
It's too close for your quarterback. Your quarterback's up there with your running backs in rushing yards, and he's your quarterback. And then the year before, Mark Ingram, he had 1,000-yard season, and Lamar still led the team in passing and rushing.
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
It's not. It's not a formula for long-term success.
Yeah. So with that being said, pay that man.
Oh definitely pay that man. Pay that man. Yeah. But also, get him some help.
Right.
That receiver, Dez Bryant was good.
Nah, he's not the guy. That wasn't it.
Far from it.
That wasn't it.
Far from
but
it.
I guess
I thought it was, and I was one of the people advocating for Dez, and I'm like, come on, Dez,
it sounded great, honestly, man.
You can't be.
Dez was in the news recently too.
What was he crying about?
He was supporting Tory Lanez, because he said apparently he thought Tory Lanez was his charges against Meg Thee Stallion was going to be dropped. Mm-hmm. So he sent out a tweet saying shout out to the real one, and then internet fucked him up.
Who
the internet?
Who did that?
What's his name? Yeah, Dez Bryant.
Dez Bryant.
Yeah, supported Tory Lanez, and then the internet wasn't having it.
I mean, the internet's weird because someone's listening to his music. He just put out another album.
Oh wow.
Okay. I mean,
he's put out like 2 albums since he allegedly shot Meg Thee Stallion. So someone's listening to it. He's not putting it out if no one's listening to it.
Some kids. Any other sports updates?
Hank Aaron passed.
Rest in peace to the legend.
Yeah, the legend.
Come on, 2021. Just continuing the.
That was
Hank
just
Aaron
left field for real.
Larry King.
Yeah, Larry King just passed too.
Yeah.
It's
the year's beginning.
I felt kind of bad because I got I was thinking about this. I got Larry King and David Letterman mixed up because they were like both. They both interviewed. They're both
old white man in the same glasses.
Hey yo, if you was to be the guy running our our Instagram account, be like rest in peace to the wrong person.
Oh man, I just saw you do the interview with Dave Chappelle, man. Come on, dog.
All white guys.
All you old white reporters.
It's like they had so much of the same qualities. Both had the silver hair with the glasses. Interviewers like they're in
King.
You know, in that.
Just say it. All white people look alike.
Like, bro, just say it.
Just say it.
Man, rest in peace to that man. Man, he was definitely a legend in his field, in his own right.
What else we got going on? Did y'all watch any of the Keisha Cole Ashanti verses?
I just saw the internet was mad, yo. I saw the internet
but
was
they
mad.
Watched, though. It was crazy. I think they broke a viewing record, but then I heard people. Yeah,
I think
it was definitely 1-something million.
Oh damn!
On Instagram.
So did y'all see
Instagram? So it's probably more. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it good?
Across all streaming platforms, it was over 8 million.
Okay. Yeah. Keisha Cole and Ashanti.
Times,
Yeah, that was highly anticipated.
Yeah.
highly anticipated, and it was a letdown. Yeah, I don't think Versus ever needs to do the in two separate places ever.
Yeah. When they do it together, it's way better. And I think the best part that people kept reposting was when OT Genesis came out.
Yeah. Oh shit!
And that part with
Why was he there?
I guess him and Keisha Cole is cool, but at one point they was beefing because
he did that.
He
remake.
did the love.
Oh yeah.
And she put like a cease and desist on it.
The Crip mix.
Yeah. Yo, that was funny though. That was funny. Hey yo.
That was wonderful.
Is Keisha Cole coming up with some new music or something?
I guess it's the reason why a lot of these people do verses is they come out with a new single when it comes out. Mm-hmm. So at the end of it, both her and Ashanti played a new single, but
interesting.
I don't think anybody gave a fuck.
Keisha Cole been gone for a minute. I'm curious to hear what she sound like now.
Yeah, I think.
How she look?
I mean, they both look amazing.
Okay.
Yep. Black women win.
Yeah. respect. I haven't seen Keisha Cole in a minute.
Yeah, so they look good, but Keisha Cole. This is the one thing about verses. I don't understand why people get mad. They never start on time.
Yeah,
they never start on time.
I heard they were like 2 hours.
No, they were like maybe like an
hour late. Yeah. But that's typical. That's what it was like with Gucci and Jeezy. But that one didn't disappoint.
Yeah, that one didn't disappoint. But also, people was making hella jokes about this. They was like, "How are y'all 2 months, like a month and an hour late?"
That's what I heard. Like, this is 2 months and 20 days late, and y'all still not on time.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. They just need to get everybody in the same room. And what's crazy is, I think Keisha Cole got COVID after her verse because someone that she came with.
Wow.
Yeah, this wild.
Yeah, that is. Is it? Did they say what verse is gonna be next?
No. People keep wanting Chris Brown and Usher to go versus.
That I don't think that's bad.
It's not bad. I think people are underestimating Usher's catalog.
Yeah, definitely.
But that would be. They have to be in the same room. For
Please, they have to have a whole dance floor and everything with some water on the ground. That's a whole vibe, yo.
They have to be in
all the
I think
confessions.
I've seen like some like fake verses where it's like Tony Braxton and Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
Yeah, but who knows?
Nah, that Chris Brown and Usher one sound. I'm intrigued.
Chris Brown and Usher one, that's really gonna break records.
Yeah.
That's gonna break the internet.
Definitely. Yeah, I think they're definitely underestimating Usher's catalog because Confessions by itself had like I think there was you had more hits on that album than you did like non-hits.
I think Chris Brown will win just because he has more like upbeat hits and Usher got more Confessions and.
Well, no, but like
he got classics.
Yeah, he do got classics. He got big features
too.
They
doing 20 songs. Usher got 20, like undoubted. Like you can't they straight hits.
Yeah.
Like
as soon as you press play, like
Chris Brown had 20 like showstoppers. Usher got 20 showstoppers.
I think Chris Brown has.
I think you can find
20 songs. He has 10 songs that are undeniable. I think the remaining 10, or maybe the remaining 5 out of, if he has 15 showstoppers, the remaining of them are like, they're technically hits.
Yeah. And then he can just dance to it.
Against Usher hit. Not against the Usher hit.
Yeah, I hope
Usher
that happens.
Hits.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. I'm like, do you remember the early 2000s?
Man. In the club.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, that's really... I don't know what's going on versus. It needs to get people back in the same room. And
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, y'all got anything else we want to talk about?
Do we have anything else on the agenda?
Nah, that was the intro for real. Anything else in the world? We still wear masks. 25% open businesses.
I was about to say, I was about to go into, we didn't touch on Baltimore opening, did we?
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I think it's premature a little bit. Definitely premature.
I think at this point you had no choice because a lot of these businesses are already struggling, and if you were to keep it closed much longer, they wouldn't
have been able to recover.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's unfortunate that a lot of businesses can't really reopen because 25% ain't enough. You know, 25% ain't going.
25% in a lot of these businesses is the staff.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. So it was good to see that it open, but it's still like it's a process to this.
Yeah, and I didn't realize how bad it's been. Like I seen a post on Facebook where a girl that bartends at like a power plant. She ain't had work since like November. And for some reason, she ain't been able to get like unemployment, so she really has had no income for almost 2 months. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, that's some scary stuff, man.
It is.
And I think I brought this up before. Like, you know, people out here with mortgages, and they haven't been working all through 2020. They've been having to work out like, you know, different programs and stuff just to make sure they don't lose their home.
It's definitely like crazy. Stuff like that. And unfortunately, the only aid that people are getting is what we've got, $1,800 so far.
Yeah.
For a year.
For a year.
Yeah. But I know my man Joe. I know he gonna come through with the rest of it, right? With the rest of the
that one time.
It can't be no one time.
Exactly. That shit crazy, we don't need, man.
And I'm not even saying that I need. Even if you do it just for the people that need it,
right?
Do it for them. I'm good. I don't need another.
And that's a good point. Like, you know, if you just identify Americans that are like, you know, currently unemployed, and they prove that they're unemployed at the time, then yes, all right, fine. That's good.
Yeah, just give it to the people that need it.
And if you had did that the whole time, even though, you know, I was happy.
I was happy with it. But
yeah, like even if you had did that from the beginning, you might have been able to facilitate more money consistently so that people could stay afloat. You know,
it's really sad because they're like floating all these bills. It's like, oh, this 1.something trillion. Most of that money didn't go to people. Most of that money went to these big businesses. Like, it's no reason that Kanye should have got $5 million in PPE.
Wow. Yeah, they be finessing.
No reason.
Big finesse.
So yeah,
the virus ain't going. Yeah.
Personal life, because y'all know that there's potential.
Yeah, divorce. Woo. Yeah, you see how that goes. I mean, it was bound to happen. It's gonna be on TV. Yeah, I'm sure.
Of course, it's gonna be Kris Jenner. They must have just not dropped the ball.
That's gonna be a to be continued episode.
Have to bring back. We got Mr.
Hell yeah. Oh man.
Who asked for it? I wonder who asked for the divorce.
I think Kim. They said.
Well, I saw Kanye going off, but they said he was going crazy when he asked for it.
Yeah.
When they said he asked for it, but I saw him going off on Twitter like, "Yeah, I've been trying to get out of this." Like, he said it. Yes, he said that with his words. So I'm just like, and I think, yeah, my husband's, he's not doing too well, da-da-da-da. But then now y'all talking about a divorce. I'm like, he really wanted to get out of there, yo. He wanted to.
I mean, hey, that's what happened when you marry the idea of a person, not an actual person. Like, after a while, it's like, all right, I can't put up with this shit no more.
Yeah. That's real. All right, concluding this intro, man.
This is all the intro. Ooh-wee.
Shit. Oh, I didn't mean to cuss like that. Darn, I'm ready to clap it out. I was like, all right, yeah, that's really it for real. All right, man, we'll be back sometime.
We'll be back.
All right, y'all. Yeah, we're going to wrap this episode up, man.
Yep.
On this nice into January of 2020. Don't even know what day it is anymore, for real.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Like, for real.
Together.
I only know what date it is because
of football?
Big day next week. Nah.
Oh.
I got a big day coming up.
Oh, is it
day?
The season?
Nigga turning 30.
Damn.
I'm 30. That's. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, man.
I'm fighting that.
It's really weird. People been asking me. I'm like, oh, I haven't even thought about it.
Yeah.
Everything, but
I've been fighting. I'm fighting that joint off. Like, yeah.
Nah, man, don't fight it. Yo, embrace it, dog. Embrace that shit,
man. See, the thing is, by the time your birthday come around, we might be
on
out.
moves.
Yeah.
I'm praying.
We might be out.
Yeah.
Niggas might be out the country.
Yeah. That definitely did hurt me, yo. My 30th birthday being in COVID season.
I was hurt
like,
for
I was
you,
like,
yo.
oh man.
I was hurt for you.
That was God humbling me, man. Hey, no, you will not have no big ass party. Hey, man. But it was a good conversation, man. Good catching up and updating with y'all fellas, man.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna just go into conclusion. Any last words, wrap ups? Goddamn lights.
I mean,
stay safe out here. Find things to occupy your time. You know,
healthy things.
Yeah, healthy things to occupy your time. I know it can be a little bit boring or whatever. If you like to TikTok. If you like to read. Find a new series. Do something to keep your mind going. I know this is a tough time, but you know, just start developing hobbies. Maybe learn a new skill.
Yeah. At this point, if y'all haven't figured it out already, this time of COVID, of quarantine, it should have been a time for y'all to come out of COVID as a better person or in some way, one way or the other. So I hope y'all feeding yourselves something good for you, and continue to do that.
No, man, y'all definitely providing some real nice messages, man. So I'm just gonna continue with that, yo. Just love yourself out here, man. It's a crazy world, man. You gotta love yourself first, yo. Outside of that, yo, we just gotta continuously thank everybody for supporting us, riding with us, man. It's definitely been a journey thus far, man. And we steadily moving, so it's been great. We definitely appreciate everything that y'all say and support. The messages I get, it's cool, so. We definitely gonna keep this going.
Yep.
Yes.
And
next time.
follow us.
Yeah, follow us on the Instagram, on Facebook, YouTube, share, all that shit. Anything else y'all have before?
I do have one more thing, and this kind of his own clip. So we are at a point now where we are ready to expand the team. So I'm just gonna throw it out there that if y'all interested in getting down with the What's Good, bro, whether it be just as an ambassador, as a graphic designer, or just whatever work that you can bring to the table, we open to it at this point. So this is an opportunity.
Yep.
And DM us, get in contact with us however you can, yo. We'll try our best to reply. We will reply. That is not my personal messages, so this is business.
Yeah.
So with that, yo, we appreciate y'all.
Absolutely, man.
All right, everybody be good.